Welcome to the Brightlands home workout video. My name is Tom and I will be your personal trainer for today. I will guide you through a series of exercises that focuses on the entire body. So each week we'll do a different body part. Let's get the show on the road. So therefore we're going to start with a warming up to prime our body for the task ahead. We're going to 3 minutes warming up with 6 different exercises and we'll stop 5 seconds. We're going to start with the walkout. So make sure you have some space in front of you. Walk all the way out and come all the way up. Try to get a stretch on the back of your legs and come up. Up, walk out and then come up. So stretch the back of your legs. Keep on walking. There we go. The next one will be the windmill. So we're going to bend over, touch our feet. Going to rotate from the spine and our heart beat up. Just tap your feet with your hands and try to get a stretch in the back of your legs as well. So keep your knees stretched. The next one will be knee to the chest, fully stretch in the hip and then lunge out, come back up. Other leg, full stretch, come out and back. Full stretch in the hip, there we go, and back. Other leg, knee to the chest, fall out, come back up. There we go. So the next one you'll probably recognize from yoga. So a downward dog position. I'm going to stretch the back of the legs. So you feel this in the calves and you extend your knees one by one. So try to really point your hips upwards and stretch out those calves. If everything is going well, you're already feeling your blood flowing up a bit. Next one is a up all the way up here and then come all the way up here. So head in the air and now your hips in the air. Head in the air, hips in the air. Head in the air, hips in the air. This is also good for the mobility of the shoulders. So next one, you're going to sit on your heels and you're going to really fall into your hips like this and then come all the way up as a cobra and come back, fall into your hips. Really stretch it out. You'll feel it in the shoulders as well. Stretch it out. And there we go. This is also good for the lower back when you stretch out in this position. So now back up. That was the warming up. Let's get ourselves ready. So now that we're ready with the warming up, we're going to do something a bit more challenging. You and I are going to work on your goals, so join me. So today we're going to do a core day. The first exercise is called flutter kicks. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds with 50 seconds rest in between and we start in 5 seconds. So get yourself some space on the floor. Lean backwards, but not all the way back. Lean on your elbows, stretch your legs. Just do real slow movements of the legs. You can also let your heel like this touch the ground in between to make it a bit less challenging for yourself. So we're targeting the hip flexors but also the core primarily, and rest. So the hip flexors is the movement that does this. So when you continuously make this movement, you're targeting that area. There we go. The set number 2. Try to keep your core engaged at all times. Try to crunch from the abs and then do this movement. And rest. You probably feel it like in the hip area as well. That's what I mean with the hip flexors. Maybe be up a bit more and keep your core engaged. And rest. So by laying your foot down each rep, you'll make it a bit more doable because it's a tough one. Let's go, last set. Almost there. Push through. Awesome job. That was the flutter kick. This exercise is called side raises. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds with 50 seconds rest in between, and we start in 5 seconds. So place yourself sideways on the floor and from the external obliques, so like the side muscles of the core area, try to raise your hip upwards. Also do it from the feet. This is also pretty challenging for the shoulder because you're stabilizing on it with your full weight. So like this, knees bent and up. And rest. Woo. So we first did the right side, then the left, now back to the right side. It's only 50 seconds in between, so we're going again. Great job. One more set to go. Woo. Power through. Yes, well done. This exercise is called a Russian twist. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds, 15 seconds rest in between, and we start in 5 seconds. So, lean backwards until you feel a tension on your core. Imagine you have like a big dumbbell in your hand. Rotate from the torso, so not with your shoulders, but really from the entire torso, from left to right as far as you can. You can make this harder by really grabbing a weight or lifting your feet from the ground. So we're targeting like the diagonal core muscles with this one. Really try to touch the floor beside your mat, because that way we're really fully rotating. And rest. Woo. During those 50 seconds, make sure you really release all tension from the muscle. Let it recover. And we go. Make sure you keep those full rotations. That was set number 3. One more set to go. Let the muscle recover. And last one. Five seconds, come on. That was a Russian twist. This exercise is called the plank. I'm going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds with 15 seconds in between, and we start 5 seconds. So, make sure you are in a plank-like position. Rotate your pelvis to the front and hold that. Try to retract your navel and retract your belly button to like upwards. You can do it from the toes, which makes it a lot harder because you put your full body weight on the core, or you can do it from the knees, which is a bit more acceptable for most people, especially if you rotate your pelvis forward and retract your belly button. Rest. Woo. 2 more sets to go. The tension should be all in this area, especially the lower abs, because you're rotating your pelvis constantly. If you're shaking with this exercise, then you know you're properly contracting the right muscles. This is easy for you, and I'm guessing you're not contracting your deeper core muscles properly. Last set, guys. Let's roll. And go. And rest. That was the plank. This exercise is called the dead bug. We're going to do 4 sets of 30 seconds with 15 seconds rest in between, and we start in 5 seconds. So, get on your back, rotate your pelvis like this, and diagonally extend your arm and your leg. Try to push your lower back into the floor the entire set. As hard as you can. And rest. So this movement is focused at rotating the pelvis during the exercise. This is not an arm exercise, this is not a leg exercise, it's a pelvis rotation exercise. Oh, sorry, rest. Whew, tough one. So try to retract your navel as well towards your spine. 3rd set, come on. Almost. And rest. 1 more set to go. Focus up. Okay, let's go. Well done, guys. That was a dead bug. So that was a great workout. Surely you must be pretty sweaty right now. So before we get on with your day, we have to cool down a bit first. So let's start with the cooling down. So we're now going to start with the cooling down. We're going to combine some static and dynamic stretches to cool our body down for the day ahead. So we're going to do 6 different exercises, 30 seconds each. We start in 5 seconds. So this one, the first one, you already know. We're going to do a windmill. We're going to come up between each repetition. So we're dynamically stretching the back of our legs. And don't make this too intense, just lean forward from the hips, get stretch on the hamstrings and the calves. So after this one, I'm going to do a bit more simple. We're going to rotate our hips. So you can really imagine the joint in the socket, the hip socket, making this movement, like we're dancing. So this next one will be for the side obliques. So we're going to stretch out fully, lean to this side, relax, stretch out fully, lean to that side. Make yourself as long as you can. Stretch out that way. Control your breathing. Make sure you get that heart rate a bit down. So now I'm going to do a quad stretch and release the other side. This is also a bit of a stability exercise. So that's why we don't stay too long on one leg. Up. Up. So we just did the front of the legs, going to do the back side now. Lean forward. Up. Lean all the way forward. So don't push your knees to the front, but your hips to the back while leaning forward. And then you feel it on the hamstring. So now we're going to do some dynamic calf stretching. So try to grab the sole of your foot while maintaining stretched knees, so extended knees. Some people can't reach it, so ever so slightly bend the knee. Okay guys, so I hope your heart rate is a bit down. You feel your entire body tingling. Great job. Thanks for today guys, that was a great workout. If you have any ideas or suggestions, please contact our email address down below. Also know that we provide live training sessions as well. So via SmartMove, let's always stay one step ahead.